Hey, what's going on, man? It's your boy, the Dean, www.themanmindset.com. What's going on, y'all, man? Just let y'all know I did drop another track, poetry track, if y'all want to check that out. Anyway, what I want to talk to y'all about today is a lot of guys out there. Well, I guess one of the biggest complaints that they're having is that the game is hard. Talking to women is hard. Everything is hard. But let's be honest here for a second, because that's all we're about. We're about real. If you really think about it, guys, the game itself is not hard. The truth of the matter is the majority of you guys are soft. That's just what it is, man. You got to understand, a lot of you guys have grown up in a time where everybody was a winner. Everybody got a trophy. For a lot of you guys, you grew up with your mother, and no knock on your mom, but a lot of you guys grew up with your mother, so you took on a lot of what your mother does, a lot of her mindsets, a lot of her thinking, and all that other stuff. And unfortunately, what happened was a lot of that thinking made you who you are today. Not to say being soft is bad, but when it comes to this game, being soft is bad. But for a lot of you guys, when you're with your mom and all that other stuff, or learn, be around mom and not be around men, you tend to have a soft shell to you. Like a soft shell crab, where she coddles you more and doesn't teach you about life. And then you go out and experience life for the first time, and they eat you up. And the first thing you want to do, like mom, is complain. If y'all guys think about your mom for a second, or just women in general, but mom who raised you, what are mom's mannerisms? Emotional, blaming, pointing the finger, not taking accountability for her actions, not being responsible for her actions, making excuses. I mean, doesn't it sound like the majority of you guys out there, they say the game is hard? I mean, aren't you doing the same thing that mommy's doing? Just that you don't have a period once a month. That's the only difference. The game is not hard for the man that realizes the truth. And the truth of the matter is you got to stop lying to yourself. And that's I think that's something that a lot of guys can't do. They can't not tell the truth about the help that they need. So what a lot of guys do is they jump on these YouTubes. They try to gather all the information they possibly can, thinking that that's going to get them women, picking up PUA shit and jargons and all this other shit, wearing a mask of who they really are. And they really think that these women are stupid enough to fall for the okie doke of what a lot of y'all guys are selling. And for a lot of you guys, which y'all don't even understand, they do, like I say, they do the Hansel and Gretel. They allow you in. Come on in. Come on in. Oh, I'm a good girl, until they find out how weak you are, then they run your ass. But then you want to complain that, okay, well, you know what? I took the easy route. I didn't work hard. I never took accountability for my actions. I never took responsibility. All I did was blame people. I stayed in my comfort zone. I didn't do what was necessary. Oh, but then all of a sudden, the game is hard, man. Getting women is tough, man. You gotta be a natural, like Greg and Rosebud and Lucario and Donovan Sharp. You gotta be like all these Jonathan, Mind Life Dating. You gotta be like these guys, a natural guy at this to get women, because guys like me always lose. But guys like you never do the work that it takes to get to where guys like me are. You see, the thing about being a man, regardless of your situation, if you're married, if you're out the game, if you're still in the game, it is something that is called instinctive. And that means that if you throw a football at me, what am I going to do instinctively? Am I just going to stand there and let that shit hit me in the fucking face? Or am I going to automatically put my hands up and catch it? Instinctive. A lot of you guys are not instinctive when it comes to this game. A lot of you guys choose not to be. It is so easy to choose the easy routes. It's so easy to make the excuses. It's so easy to point blame at people. But you never really actually think, wow, It's the same thing mom does. It's the same thing women do. Never taking accountability, never being responsible or anything like that, always making excuses. And then, like a woman or like mommy, when you hear good information, you lash out like mommy. Because so many of you guys out there still have that umbilical cord attached to mommy mentally, and y'all don't even realize it. You don't realize at a certain age you are not to really relate to mom. And unfortunately for a lot of you guys, most of your life, as most of your life has been going, all you've been doing is just that, relating to women, relating to their mannerisms, relating to their behavior. And women don't want to be with women, or well, don't get me wrong, they want to be with women, but they don't want to be with emotional people. They are already emotional as it is, so why would they want somebody else who is just as emotional? The reason that the game isn't hard, and the reason that you're thinking is soft, and the reason that you lose is because you choose not to see the big picture. And what is the big picture? The big picture is understanding that, look, I don't have a whole life to get all this stuff down. This is it. Time is now. How many of you motherfuckers have already made, it's almost the end of January, y'all have made all these fucking, I don't know, New Year's resolutions, and you haven't even kept that shit. Oh, I'm going to get better at women. I'm going to talk to women. And all y'all doing is the exact same thing y'all did the year before. But you expect a different result. And that's what, again, it's not for me to understand. It's just me to tell you the truth, man. The truth is the game isn't hard at the end of the day. The truth of the matter is the majority of you guys are soft. And I know y'all, a lot of y'all going to be in y'all panties over this shit, but don't get mad at me. I'm not the bad guy here. You got to look at yourself, man, and see that, look, it's not me, it's you. And until you wake the fuck up, and until you start to realize your true potential as a man, you are always going to remain her bitch. And you're always going to be soft to the game. You're always going to get used, walked over, and manipulated by women, because that's what the world is about. The world isn't about hugging you and telling you everything's okay. They're going to run your ass if they realize that you are weak. So that's just something that I want y'all guys to think about at the end of the day. Just something to think about, man. We want you to win, but you've got to be honest with yourself. And if you keep these emotional thought processes, lashing out, being bitter, being angry, being confused, you're not going to win at this, because all you're going to do is use that as an excuse to why you shouldn't work on yourself. So it's just something you motherfuckers think about, man. And I just wanted to holler at you real quick. Anyway, www.themanmindset.com. I'm the goddamn Dean, man. If y'all need that help, y'all know where to get at me. Hit me at themanmindset@gmail.com. Send me your number, and I'll call you, and we'll chop it up. Other than that, man, be good, man. But at the end of the day, man, the game is not hard. The truth of the matter is, the majority of you guys are just soft.